Hey fans! SaruiRalla's here with another Bloggin Blog. You know, just for the heck of it again, except I'm not using the YouTube camera. I am using Windows Live Movie Maker camera version Windows 7. This thing is actually good for something. Oh my god. It comes with a free webcam making software and you can edit the videos, and here I've been looking for software to download that actually costs stuff. Shows to go, yeah, right? Anyway, let's see. Today was my birthday. Technically, yesterday was my birthday, the 28th of March. And as I was starting to say, I am now 26 years old. I think Father Time can just bite me. Anyway. It's not that I don't like the idea of turning another year older. I know people start to hate it at some point, but me? Well, let's just say that 10 years ago I was asked, where would I be 10 years from now? And my answer was quite different from what it is, due to certain circumstances. And, you know, you just feel kind of useless, not having reached that. You know, yeah, you just feel useless. But I did enjoy my birthday. We had fun. Even though I had to work, I still had a bit of fun. Which actually brings me to my topic today. About a year ago, I was conversing with some friends about birthdays and how they spend theirs and how awesome it is. And they tell me they don't really celebrate their birthdays. It's just really another day to them. It's like, it's the day you were brought into the world. You know, so what? It's the day you count how old you are by. So what? It's not that big a deal. And, you know, I was dumbfounded. I mean, me and everyone I know was brought up with, you know, as kids, oh, your birthday is such a special day just for you. You get a celebration, you get well wishes, you get, you know, all this beautiful stuff. And then you talk to people who are like, birthdays are no big deal, and you have to, the first thing you have to wonder is, how were you guys raised? And then my second thought is, no, you know, that's too close-minded. Now, me, I'm a very open-minded person. If you say that the world was created by some giant noodly monster, and like all the stars are his belches, then I can say, well, you never know, we never really know what happened at the beginning of time. It's just conjecture and guesses and theories and stuff like that. So, you know, it's in my realm of open-mindedness. And so, you know, it just dawns on me that some people just don't want to celebrate their birthdays or have not celebrated birthdays. And I don't know, sometimes I just don't understand why people would not want to take at least one day out of the year to celebrate themselves and their existence in this world. Of course, when I say it, it probably sounds selfish a little bit, but I don't know, I guess it's their decision. How many of you, how do you guys celebrate your birthdays? What's the general consensus on that? Us these days, it's a nice little family event. You go out and you do stuff and just make it a different day. It's not a big to-do if we don't want it to be. It's just, you know, nice to have a day to yourself. But yeah, that's a birthday. I was going to say something else. What was I going to say? Oh, I just stare at my camera and yeah, I did some projects. Speaking of projects, yeah, I really ought to get back to working on Oblivion. I mean, I know I promised that I'd be back with the more Oblivion walkthroughs, but I just can't get the incentive to play it right now. It's like, and it's, you know, your muse tells you to do something and you get these ideas and you want to go for it, and then after a while you burn yourself out on it and your muse tells you to do something else. And I have a little problem when it comes to projects. You know how a lot of people who play like RPG type games where you can pick your characters and customize them, and they come down with a case of alt-itis where they leave their original character and make another one for the sake of, you know, just experiencing what the other side is like, and they make several characters and not really spending enough time on many of them. They just keep making and making them. That's me. I don't really have alt-itis, but I do probably have internet doing stuff-itis. Internet projects. Disease. I mean, check this out. I have 6 stories that I'm writing. I'm a writer, and I love writing stories. I wish to get published at some point. One of which is an ongoing fan fiction. It won't be published. Another 2 are on Fiction Press and are ongoing, and I haven't continued them for ages, even though I wish to. And another 2 are stories that I just got amazing ideas for and just started. And then 3 more things are comic projects that I put on my DeviantArt page. I'm also an artiste, a bit of a jack of all trades, master of none, but I'm learning, you know, with every bit of practice. And finally, I have listed as the last project on my stick-it notes over here, the Oblivion Adventure main quest playthrough thing that I promised you guys. Why do I get myself mixed up in all of these projects? I don't know. I don't know. Even among these projects, there's a radio project on another site that I belong to. I also love to voice act, and if anyone wants me as a voice actor in one of their movies, please don't hesitate to ask. I just love acting. And I also do, you know, commissions online for my stuff, for my art, although I haven't gotten commissions in a long time for my artwork. But if anyone's interested, just go on and check out the link to my DeviantArt page down here somewhere. And, you know, message me for the details and we can work something out. I can make a little picture for you guys, a little digital picture from Photoshop. And I don't Photoshop a photo. I actually take pictures that I draw, scan them into Photoshop, trace over them, and color them beautifully, I hope. So yeah, I can do that for you guys. And I'm getting caught up in more projects by just asking you guys about this. And what about my writings? And what about my walkthroughs? What about my comics? So many things. But you know what? I think probably it's mostly because I just like to be involved in stuff. And, you know, my creativity just goes everywhere. And I like to have something to do. You know, if I'm tired with one thing, I can just jump over to the next, and when I'm tired with that, I can just jump back over to the first thing, and so on and so forth. And, you know, I just like to be productive. I just like to make things and just go around doing stuff, involving myself in different things if I have to. And the internet is a great place for a very introverted and shy person like me to get involved with things like that and to make even a little mark upon the world. You know, everyone's partial dream, I think, is to make a little mark upon the world in some way, good or bad, and the internet is a good way to do that. From the lowliest trolls that hide under the rocks of their bridges to the highest bloggers on YouTube, or the highest artists, the digital artists, and the traditional artists in the real world and on DeviantArt, or for Affinity and places like that. Just a little mark upon the world. And sorry about the mic. That's, you know, that's just something I like to do too. And haters gonna hate. If you hate me, hate will be deleted from the comments. It's just me. And you got to accept it. Deal with it, as Avatar Korra would say. Oh yes. Oh yes. So yeah. That's just my little tiny rant thing for today, celebrating birthdays, getting caught up in projects. So you guys, you know, now I give you guys a good reason for why sometimes I just take long pauses in between my playthroughs. But hey, at least by making these blog videos on YouTube, I am thinking about you guys. I do not forget. I start many projects, and I may do pauses in between, but know that when it is within my realm of power, within my time span here on this little earth, I will finish them. All of them. They are my little babies, and I love all my projects, however many I get involved in. And however many more I will certainly get involved in until I just collapse from all the awesome that is the potentiality of my muses. Even though they are so good at abandoning me sometimes. You abandoned me, my little muse. Where did you go? I need you back. My drawing muse right now is like lazing around in a beach chair in Tahiti somewhere while my DeviantArt, no, yeah, my art muse is laying around in a Tahiti chair in a chair in Tahiti somewhere, along with my Fiji Tahiti, along with my coherence of speech muse, and my writing muse is, you know, otherwise occupying my mind with these stories that I am working on. I gotta keep my fans happy wherever they are. It's just cool. I love doing things for people and for myself, and I love the feedback. So anyway, yeah. Alright. As for the different things of my projects, I will send you all a link. Okay, I was just kidding. Here's the actual links. To my DeviantArt, to my fanfiction page, to my Fiction Press page. Maybe, you know, just some little interesting things you guys might find from me there. And yeah, I do use different names on all of my projects. It's just kind of easier that way for me to have different names attached to different aspects of what I do on the net, instead of just one name attached to everything, because it's a little more creative. That is it for today's rant, and hopefully I will see you guys soon for another Bloggin Blog, or perhaps another, God willing, playthrough video. I will see you guys later. Oh, and you might have also noticed that I've been experimenting with some new video editing techniques to make me a little more dynamic. The ever-famous jump cut. I could be over here. I could be over here. I can be lazing back in my chair all at once. I can even be over here. Hi! I hope that's not too obnoxious. I just like to experiment. Anyway, goodbye everybody. See you later. SaruiRalla's is out. Peace.